Anyway, glad to be here, buddy. Great, I'm really glad to come over today to see your house. It was videotaping that we're planning today. Oh, I never thought we were able to do something different again, so you never know.
I'm glad to be here again today. I'm going to be interviewing Rich Madog about the things about woodlands and all that, and we're going to be talking more about that. So, and some of his neat things he does out in the community. But the first question I'd like to ask you today, Richard, what is your trophies that you're in your living room?
They are bowling, darts, and horseshoes. I competed those three sports up in Paul River, and they came along with me when I moved.
Next thing I'd like to ask you, thinking back, do you understand why you were put into woodlands?
So they just put me in there, and we thought it was a normal school, but it turned out to be an institution, and my mom and dad were very furious about that because they didn't expect it to be that type of environment. It was the government that thought that my parents would not be able to take care of me. And I was 9 years old at the time. I went in woodlands from 1952 that I went in to 62. Then from 62 to 1970 I was in Tranquil up in Kamloops.
Did you know your rights at the time?
Yes, we knew about our rights at that time, but we couldn't very well handle them because if we didn't have our time to speak on our mind and stuff like this, and how they know if how upset we were. But everybody was very upset because of the abuse that was going on in there.
How did you finally get out of the woodlands and start living out in the community?
I went from woodlands to Tranquil. From Tranquil I ended up over to Paul River, and that's where I got my sense of community.
How long did you be a self-advocate, and what does it mean to you?
Being an advocate is trying to help others to speak out and speak up. We go and talk on boards, and we talk on the talk to different functions, like go to Douglas College and talk about woodlands and stuff like this, and that's being a self-advocate, and that way then people know what we're talking about and how we can handle ourselves today.
Richard, I've known you for many years for working together on the same boards. Can you tell me why self-advocates need to be involved on these same boards?
Because if not for the self-advocates, the board would not know what the self-advocates need down the line.
You're very brave about all this thing you're saying today, because of many self-advocates, and hopefully you guys will not be very afraid, and hopefully you guys will be the first self-advocates to win a court case against what happened in any institution of any kind that I recall.
This here issue is really a concern to us all, because the ones that are still living want to get compensated for being in woodlands, because if this compensation will stop everything, because if we continue doing this, because we got to end up putting an end to it, because we just want to get on with our lives, but we want to be part of the history, because if we did not have done this, the history would have been all for naught, and then nobody would have known what went on in there at the time. So you got to get out there and speak up for yourself, and if you do that, then the public will know that you are a self-advocate and you want them to support you.